Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Can anyone physically eat 12 pounds of barbecue? The 25th annual Taste of the Marianas pulls out the troughs. We will have the highlights and lowlights, the international food eating competition. Also tonight, with the Hyatt announcing that it will shut down shortly, what does that mean for the local hotel landscape? And we take a look back at the negotiations with Public Lands and the owner of the Portopia Hotel Group. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Let your people know. When it comes to the pickle to chicken ratio, some people, they playing in your face, but not the McCrispy.
With Hyatt Regency Saipan set to close in June of this year, what will the future of the iconic property that has occupied the pole position in Saipan tourism for the last 40 years? The owners of Hyatt negotiated a new lease in 2021. It took years for that to happen, along with new legislation, and the hope and the plan was for the owners to have some security and time to put money back into the property. What happens next is unclear, according to MVA Board Chair Gloria Kavanaugh.
You know, with the passing of Public Law 20-84, it actually had a section that is called a matured lease. Now, with the matured lease, we're able to actually negotiate a base rental not to exceed 3%, and a schedule of the additional rental fee based on business gross revenue. That is a lot favorable than a new lease.
As we reported on Friday, the hotel on the Garapan property and the land was appraised at about $55 million back in 2021. That's the year that Hyatt signed a new 40-year lease. The government initially wanted 5% per annum in rent of that $55 million number, over $2.5 million per year, a number that didn't make sense to the negotiators on the Hyatt side. Hyatt eventually agreed to pay a figure that was closer to what they were already paying. 0.5% of that $55 million number for the first 5 years of the lease, and then 1% of that number for the next 35 years. They also agreed to pay DPL 1% of their business gross revenues. The decision to shut down with a new lease and what many might consider favorable lease terms makes it even more tenuous for the future of the property. Kavanaugh says that at least the way the law is currently written, if Hyatt returns the property and it is bid out, the new operators will be paying much more.
Now, what's going to happen now is that because Saipan Portopia has given up this lease, the new lease is going to be an actual new lease rather than a matured lease. Now, based on the regulations of DPL, the starting amount is going to be at 5% of the fair market value. You know, granted, people are saying, oh, you know, the amount of the appraisal back when they signed the lease, which is in 2021, mind you, this is still during COVID, okay, was this amount, okay, which equates to about $2.5 million. Well, people say, well, it will never appraise at that. But even if it appraises for a lot less than that, 5% of 30 million is still $1.5 million a year. And that just includes the base rent, not including the additional rent for business gross revenue. And that every 5 years, you have another appraisal and your amount of your lease goes up again. So, you know, what you get for a mature lease and how much you paid for that and for a new lease is totally different.
If Hyatt paying 0.5% decides to walk away from the business, would anyone else choose to operate if rental costs are up to 10 times higher?
Nobody's going to pay that, I don't think. You know, so something has to happen.
What do you see happening going forward?
In order to actually get a serious investor, I think that they would have to most likely look at the possibility of proposing new regulations again for DPL. It doesn't have to be, for instance, getting rid of that 5%, but based on certain types of property, perhaps they would make exceptions to it, you know, just like they did with the mature leases. But I'm not so sure. I don't know what the answer is, but it is going to be a big challenge for the CNMI to actually get a serious investor that understands the challenges of doing business in the CNMI and is willing to actually invest for the long term.
It's been a long history for us here in Saipan. So we've been doing business and we have a good relationship with the community and also the staff, about 260 staff here. And they used to be like more than 60% were foreign workers, the Filipino people. Those people are very nice too, but the law has been changed. And now more than 80% of our workforce is local people. And we have a good relationship with the management and the workforce. And we think we've been contributing those people and also society. And when guests comes to Saipan, is also happy with staying with our property. We want to continue this business activity here on the island.
Hitoshi Nakauchi is the president of the Kobe Portapia Group. Nakauchi's father was initially in the grocery business in Japan before moving into hotels. Following the success of their Kobe property, they began to research owning a resort hotel overseas. The year was 1991. Meanwhile, Nakauchi went to New York to study hotel management at Cornell.
After that, I came back to Kobe, my hometown, and then helped my father join the company, and then came to this property, maybe 93 or 4.
In the mid-90s, the group invested in building the south wing of the Hyatt, adding about 75 rooms to the property.
This property is under management contract with Hyatt. So Hyatt has a full management responsibility and rights. So we are owning company and support Hyatt for their capital expenditure or any support they need. We want to provide, and we've been having a good relationship with Hyatt.
Hyatt GM Nick Nishikawa has had to do a lot of managing. 2 major typhoons put a lot of strain not just on the property itself, but also on the staff and the island arrivals. The market mix has changed drastically as Japanese tourists have plummeted while Chinese and Korean tourists have grown. At the same time, immigration laws has made it more challenging to hire foreign workers.
That's why we have decided to change a little bit direction to hire more local staff, train, because this island is their future.
With a lease extension unclear, major renovations at the property have been put on hold.
Now we have only 2 years left now, so it's difficult for us to make a big investment decision. But if depending on how many years lease extension, we will think about what kind of investment improvements is good for the property, good for the island, then we will execute it.
Nakauchi says a recent meeting with Public Lands went well, but there's still a lot of negotiating left to do, and the clock is ticking, and a reminder of what could happen looms to the north.
We've been talking about this land lease extension thing with the Hyatt people and sometimes governor, ex-governor, ex-governor, but maybe at that time people thought there is some more time. So we did not really discuss about precise conditions. But now, 2 years from now, and after the Marianas Resort issue, then now people are more serious about thinking about precise manner how to do this, how to deal with this. So I think it's not too late, but maybe after next year's like a summer or so, it's too late. So now is a maybe good timing for every party is concerned, think about this issue concretely.
Once we get the extension and then we make a nice plan and to renovate or improve the facilities, it's going to be very nice hotel, I promise.
The Marianas Visitors Authority recognizes one of their outstanding employees in a short ceremony held recently at MVA headquarters on Beach Road.
The MVA had managers vote for or nominate employees to be Employee of the Year, and then we took of the nominees, the managers voted on on which employee they thought would be deserving of the title, and so Mr. Jack Aranda was selected as the Employee of the Year for the MVA.
MVA's Managing Director Chris Conception says Jack Aranda is with the Community Projects Division, an area that focuses on events.
Taste of the Marianas, the general membership meetings, Christmas in the Marianas, the Saipan Marathon, Rota Marathon, all the different sporting events. And so Jack, he's a very proactive person. A very friendly person. He's also very heavily involved with MTech, Marianas Tourism Education Council. He goes out to the schools and speaks in front of students, educates them about tourism, the tourism industry, and things that students could do to contribute. And so he does a lot.
One of the MVA's signature events, the Taste of the Marianas, continues throughout the month of May, held each Saturday night in the American Memorial Park.
Upgrade your savings when you bundle with any iPhone 15 series today. Our affordable Link Bundle gives you the power to choose just what you need. With mobile and home internet starting for as low as $105 a month, no home phone required. Plus, activate your bundle with a brand new iPhone 15 and receive your first 2 months of home internet on us. A $50 port-in credit, a SuperPod AX, and basic installation, all free for a limited time. Additional conditions may apply. Visit DocomoPacific.com to learn more. Docomo Pacific, better together.
You better strap your seatbelt, put it on. Come on, everybody, put your seatbelt on. When things go wrong, it can save your life. When you go for a drive, strap that seatbelt, hear it click. Come on, everybody, better wear it quick. It's the law, wear it when you're out there. For your safety, you know that we care.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the CNMI Department of Public Safety.
Click it or take it.
Let your people know. When it comes to the pickle to chicken ratio, some people, they playing in your face, but not the McCrispy.
I love Marianas coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle. The Taste of the Marianas continued on Saturday night with a food eating contest. Two celebrity eaters with big followings flew in to try and eat a massive amount of local barbecue. Let's meet Team Korea, Song Hyu Kwon.
He's obviously a very fit guy. Does his fitness help him eat a lot?
굉장히 이렇게 몸이 좋은데 이런 피트니스가 그 많이 먹는 것에 이제 도움을 주냐?
저는 많이 도움을 준다고 생각해요. 운동을 그러니까 제일 사랑하는 두 가지를 고르란다면 이제 운동이랑 먹는 게 될 것 같아요.
He think it helps because what he loves the most too, fitness and eating.
Any message he has for the local community?
여기 로컬 커뮤니티에 좀 하고 싶은 말이 있는지.
너무 초대를 받아서 온 사이판이지만 너무 감사하게도 제가 더 많은 것들을 받고 있는 느낌이라서 진짜 한국 다음으로 정말 좋아하게 될 나라 같고 매년마다 불러주시면 너무너무 감사할 것 같다고 말씀해 주시면 감사합니다.
So he was invited to this event, but he was very grateful for attending this event, and he think now his second favorite country in the world is Saipan.
From Team Japan, it's Sachio Masubuchi, a two-time winner who's back for the three-peat.
はい、でもやっぱりサイパンの気候大好きなのですごいテンションが上がってます。お腹も減ってます。
She's hungry and she loves the weather here and she's gonna enjoy.
Ask her, does the weather help her eat even more? Being in this warm weather?
その天気によってもっと食べれる感じに感じますか？
でも日本はまだちょっと寒いので、ちょっと若干なんかなんていうんだろう、難しいかも。
It might be difficult because Japan is still winter, not winter, but it's still cold and it's heated here, so might be worried about it.
Okay.
To eat.
On the local side, Jeremy Rother, who last week tackled 5-foot-long sandwiches. And that, folks, is only half the story. We're told that Rother ate and drank last week some food from the Crown Plaza right before the event started and then decided to join the food eating contest at the last minute. So he won first place without even starting with an empty stomach. Meanwhile, next door, Jude the Dude was carving up some Tinian beef.
As you can see, we're undressing the roast beef from courtesy of the municipality of Tinian and Giguan.
What time did you guys start the...
They started, the gang started early this morning. They slow cook it and then with the hope of making sure that it turns out this way. So it's great. It's grass-fed beef, it's organic, it's healthiest, right? So we hope that you come around and try some. It's free for taste. And if you want more, you just have to come check us.
Thousands of people came for the food and the fun. The taste starts at 5 p.m. on Saturdays in May.
It's one of the signature events of the year, and we want to make sure that we showcase what we have here from different diverse community in the CNMI. And I want to give a shout out to MVA and the partners and all the participating restaurants or organizations that come out every year. And of course, our beloved Mayor of Tinian and the people of Tinian for participating the last 4 years and bringing the roast beef from Tinian. So this is great. Viva Marianas!
As the sun set over the Saipan Lagoon, preparation started for the food eating contest. The clock struck 7:39 p.m. and the contest started right on island time. With a number of kilograms of meat and even more pounds of local barbecue, there was also red rice and macaroni salad. Contestants took different tacks, all of them filling. It was a $1,000 bonus for anyone that could clean their plate and ingest 12 pounds of food. Kids waved flags. If you went by size, our local teacher would have a chance. The meat went down pretty well. Judges watched as the minutes ticked by. Glenn Policare with the call at the end.
In order to take home our $1,000 winner-take-all cash prize, you must finish said plate in under 60 minutes. While we did not have an official winner tonight, we do have results of who finished the most. So I'm going to start at third place. I'm going to work my way up. And this was an amazing effort by all competitors.
Policare is an experienced MC, and he knows the key to announcing an event like this is to know your audience. Korean tourists, a major market for Marianas tourism, and Policare wants some translation help to make our tourists feel welcome. He decides to lean on our MVA marketing manager.
Tommy Kim around. Tommy Kim, if you're around, if you can hear the sound of my voice. Thomas, come on out, buddy. I'm sure we got a lot of people out there who speak Korean. If you can just give them a little thank you. Just a little thank you. Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Thank you.
Well, that did not go exactly as planned, but call it a drop mic moment for Mr. Kim.
Again, 5 competitors, 12 pounds, 10,000 calories. Finishing in third place. Again, we did not have an overall grand champion tonight, but consuming the third amount of food tonight. Not only can this guy eat sandwiches, this guy can eat some barbecue. Third place from the CNMI and MHS, Jeremy
I did do a max out meal last night. I had a party tray of grilled vegetables from Guangzhou. That was pretty much it.
Well, Jeremy, you destroyed, I can see almost half of your plate. You did touch the red rice, you did touch the cocoa, you did touch the max salad. Little bit, clearly you got a little baluton to go, but solid effort. Third place against 2 professionals and 2 other champions. Congratulations, buddy. Great job.
Shouts out, congratulations!
It would be no three-peat for Sachio, who takes second place. First place is going to first-time winner from South Korea.
It's a 6-pack on top of a 6-pack on top of a 6-pack. From South Korea,
The Taste of the Marianas continues next Saturday. Premium office space available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Upgrade your work-life balance and enjoy a distinctive blend of location and nature with open spaces and ocean views. It's the perfect place for creative professionals who want real results. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com. Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week. Weather on Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy with a low around 76. East winds 14 to 17 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22. Then on Tuesday night, we'll have east winds 15 to 18 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Wednesday, isolated showers, high around 85, low around 76. That wind is going to stay the same between 17 miles per hour up to 23 miles per hour. And then later in the week, you can expect breezy conditions, highs near 85, lows near 76. Marine conditions, east swell 4 to 6 feet, building to 5 to 6 feet later in the week.